I would like to welcome Mamadou Samba, the Director of the Mayor's Office of African Affairs, onto the stage.
Good afternoon. Salam. Ndana. My name is Mamadou Samba, and I'm the Director of the Mayor's Office on African Affairs. And the Mayor's Office on African Affairs is the only office of its kind in the United States, and we serve as the Mayor's eyes and ears in the community. But today we have the Mayor herself, Mayor Muriel Bowser. Please welcome her to the stage.
Well, regrettably, I won't be speaking in Amharic either, but I know that I'm among a lot of friends. And though we're in Silver Spring, Maryland, I still feel like I'm home. And so I want to bring you greetings on behalf of all 700,000 DC residents, and thank you for so many Ethiopian people choosing DC as home. We are very, very proud that our region stands out as a place where Ethiopians have made their home. I had the great pleasure just last year of declaring July 28th as Ethiopia Day in the District of Columbia. And this was, of course, on the occasion of welcoming President Ahmad to Washington, D.C. to meet with the Ethiopian diaspora. We were encouraged and inspired by his message that day, touching on what needs to be done in Ethiopia and calling on Ethiopians around the world to be a part of the campaign to do exactly that. Our city, and I'm very proud of what we have been able to accomplish in Washington, D.C. We've grown to 700,000 people. We have one of the strongest economies anywhere in the United States of America. And we focus on putting our values out front and making sure that the world knows that we are the faces of Washington, D.C., regardless of who lives in the White House. And that's very important to us. Over 16,000 Africans call D.C. home, and half that number are from Ethiopia. I couldn't agree with the speaker who preceded me in saying that we have worked with the Ethiopian business community in many ways, and we are encouraged by its participation in the DC economy, the small business economy, among restaurants being among the industry, but certainly in many, many other ways. Last year, I led a delegation to San Salvador in El Salvador. El Salvadorans make up the largest group of immigrants to Washington, D.C. And my purpose in that visit was to tell all the residents that I represent who have made D.C. their home from El Salvador that I see it as my responsibility to establish great ties and friendship between our nations and our capital cities. And the same is true for Ethiopia. I've tasked my team, and we've been working on it since last year, about planning a mission trip from our city to Ethiopia next fall. So we will continue to work with the association. I'm pleased that this is your inaugural event. I invite you to have your second event in Washington, D.C. Mamadou will find a location for you. And we invite you also to stay in touch with Mamadou's office about things that we should see and do and get accomplished on our trip to Ethiopia. Let me just finish by saying that our Office on African Affairs is really set up, as Mamadou said, to be our eyes and ears in the community, but also making sure that the programs and services of our government are touching everybody, and that people, no matter where they're from or languages that they speak, can access schools and healthcare and business business opportunities, home buying opportunities, so that you're a completely full participant in the prosperity that we are growing in Washington, D.C. I'm just delighted to see everyone. I am very encouraged by this business cooperation and organization because we know that many of us who have been so blessed to be leaders in our community also have the responsibility to make sure that others are following us. And that's what it looks like is happening here. So congratulations, and we'll continue to be your partner. Thank you.